Howdy, howdy, hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Because of Fergie. I am your host, Miles, everyone's favorite stepdad. to my to my left, we have my co-host Jarrell, the man that every man aspires to be.
And
Oh
then
my
there's
god.
Chris.
And then there's no. And with us today is my good friend Christopher Bonilla. I'm saying your full government name so everyone can look you up. I'm joking.
What was Christopher Angel Bonilla then?
Oh shit! I didn't know your middle name was Angel. That reminds me. I've been supposed to be calling Jarrell by his middle name more. Jarrell Lamar Cunningham.
It's not Lamar.
Is it or is it not?
It's not Lamar, bro. It's not fucking Lamar. He just keeps giving me different middle names every time. And none of them are right.
Jarrell Kevin Cunningham.
Well, Jarrell Lamar Cunningham. Well, Jarrell Cunningham is a very strong name.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
But like Jarrell Lamar Cunningham, I can feast on that name for days.
Yeah, it's just such a it's a oomph name.
So like if you're not
Jarrell Bishop Cunningham.
If your middle name isn't Lamar, I think you should take it under consideration.
Absolutely.
Just go ahead and start telling people.
Appreciate it. I do appreciate it.
Go ahead and start telling people to say your full name every time you go somewhere. My name is Jarrell Lamar Cunningham.
See, when people do shit like that, though, it holds me to a higher standard. Like, I can't be called Jarrell Lamar Cunningham and then be doing some stupid shit. Like, I gotta go change the world. I gotta go fight for civil rights or something. And I'm not ready.
That's true. That's true.
I'm not ready for that responsibility yet.
You should be, though.
Nah, man, that's too much work.
And it's great because in English, it's Christopher Angel Bonilla, which is all right. Okay. But, we go with Spanish, it's Cristóbal Ángel Bonilla. Now that's good.
That's a fucking dope name, bro. That sounds like an album, bro. I like it. Fuck yes.
Except the only thing is I had the same problem as Jarrell. It sounds like I should be doing something a little bit more. And I did look up a Christopher Bonilla, you do your Google thing. And there's a Christopher Bonilla MMA fighter out of like New York, and I'm all like, "Oh shit, I don't do that." So now I kind of feel like I'm
close though with the Croft.
Yeah. I'm not sure if that's actually that's actually a whole conversation. I mean, with COVID, I haven't been back there in about a year and a half or so, and yeah, who knows what that's like. I think it'd be a little presumptuous for me to go back now and be like, "Hey guys, I'm back," and expect things to still be the same.
Hey, I'm here.
You still got the itch for it though?
Yeah, I do. But as a teaching position over there, it was all like, I don't know. That's something I got to talk to my respective people on that if I ever do go back, if this pandemic ever ends, which, well, we're in it.
We're in it. We're in it.
Season 3 right now.
And they are braver people than I am.
Season 3, and this shit is looking real One Piece like,
bro.
Just keep going.
How's everybody weekend?
It's been an interesting week for me.
What's been interesting, friend?
I don't like how you said that, but I haven't been sleeping well,
really,
at all. No, and it's because some new meds I started taking, and one of the potential side effects is trouble falling asleep or staying asleep, and I have both of those.
Damn.
Yeah, I know. So I talked to my doctor, and just let your body give it some time, because I literally started taking it this week, and last night was the first night where I actually felt like I got some rest. But this week has been nothing but exhaustion. I'm literally taking tomorrow off because I was just like, I need a day to just. But other than that, just been getting shot at in my friend's chat.
Don't fucking do that. Don't do that. Listen.
And then hanging out with people.
That's good.
Yeah, Team No Sleep. Look, I don't want to be on Team No Sleep. It's not fun here.
What's good, Dodge
Oh.
Me? For everybody in here right now, hey, just say what's up. Hi, everybody. Love you guys. Also, if anybody in here who's in group chats, is it just a war zone of jokes being and disrespect being thrown with people who are supposed to be your friends and care about you? That's all I have to continue to deal with. I was sleeping and got verbally nuked repeatedly while I was in my dreams, and I didn't deserve that.
In your dreams?
No, I woke up. There were 100 messages, and of the 100 messages, 60 of them were disrespect aimed towards me. The rest of them were just bullshit, and I didn't deserve that. I wasn't even conscious for the fuckery. I don't know why people would do something like that. Miles, you seem like a nigga who would disrespect somebody while they were sleeping. Why would you do that?
First off, no, I don't. I don't seem like the type to do that because it wasn't me. I'm not that person. I'm friends with people. I like being friends and sending funny memes to people. I send funny things to Chris all the time. It's fine. I am a good person.
Why do you feel the need to defend your honor? I'm just asking you a hypothetical
because
question.
You literally started that statement with attacking my honor. You said, Miles, you look like the type to attack someone.
I said you just look like a nigga who's disrespectful.
Yeah, that's attacking my character.
What about you, Chris? Do you have to deal with any of this?
No, actually, which I'm kind of surprised. I have some friends who are night owls, so they stay up a lot much later than I do. But yeah, no, they don't really really do that. I thought that people were insulting you in your sleep, and I thought it was some Reservoir Dog shit going on in here. You know, you kill me in a dream, you better wake up and apologize.
See, and that's what I wanted. I just wanted some apologies, but none of them wanted to apologize. They just wanted to keep going with the disrespect, and I don't know what I did to deserve that. But now it's my turn to be disrespectful, and when that happens, then I gotta hear the symphony of why are you always shooting at us? We don't deserve this. But you know, it is what it is. It's just another day in the life of being Jarrell Lamar Cunningham.
Lamar Cunningham strikes again.
Oh my god. Other than that, how was your week, Chris?
I'm just still stunned by that name, Jarrell Lamar Cunningham. Okay.
Oh,
it is your name.
Let me tell you.
My week, it was like, yeah, actually kind of the same in the same way as Miles. I started a new prescription this week as well. And I just started it today, and they said that one of the side effects might be insomnia. So I'm going to be wondering, you know, after this show, am I going to be able to get to sleep? So we'll see how that goes. I'm hoping that I do. But I bought some sleep aid for that when I picked up the prescription just in case. So hopefully, but it's supposed to affect my heart rate. But according to my Apple Watch, my heart rate is as fine as it's ever been.
God damn, bro. Does that like scare y'all having to take medicine like that? I don't have to take nothing yet, thank God. But like I know maybe a day, hopefully God willing it won't. But there's a day where I gotta like take medicines regularly, and I'm terrified for that shit. Just because of the same things y'all saying, like side effects are a motherfucker.
Yeah. Again, this is like mine isn't like a straight like mandatory drug. Mm-hmm. It's something that it's supposed to help, and I just have to give it time to get my system get used to it. My system's not used to drugs at all. I usually don't take shit, not even for headaches, really.
What?
Well, that's right.
Like normal headaches, I don't take shit for. If it's a migraine, then I'll take something for it because I can't function. But like,
you just deal with headaches raw dog, man.
Yep. Drink a lot of water and just deal with it. Maybe take a nap.
I shut down. Don't say shit to me.
Did Quentin just rewatch Shutter Island or something?
Say again?
Did Quentin just rewatch Shutter Island or something?
Oh, I don't know. Quentin's a wild boy, for real. Because he openly just was like, I'm going to move to Oklahoma. So he worked on a whole different way of thinking than me. I don't know why you would do that. Why exactly? I don't understand that either. That's one thing I don't think people should be.
Oh, shit. I didn't like that music.
Move there for the gambling, which I guess I don't question in mind. Do you guys like casinos?
I've only been to 2 of them, but when I went, it was for boxing matches, like never for like gambling. So I don't know. Gambling, I'm like iffy on. Actually, no, I'll take that back. I went to Vegas one time and I hit on black. I bet $20 that black would hit on a roulette table, and I got my money back on that shit. And that was one of the greatest feelings ever. But I cut my wins and just kept it moving. I ain't try again. So that shit is when winning gambling is dope, but gambling and losing, fuck no, fuck all that.
So I don't have like strong feelings for it, but so for me it was I use it as a comparison because when I turned 18, there was 2 things now open to me: strip clubs and gambling, casinos.
Mm-hmm.
My first option was strip clubs because titties and ass. So I went to the strip club on my 18th birthday. I went in with like money, like I had like $250. The shit was gone in no time. And I don't know what happened to it. It was just gone. Then I went home and I was just like, or we left and I was just like, now I'm just like rocked up, no money, going home alone. This is fucking terrible. And I'm like, I should just like. Then I went to a fucking casino later on, not the same night, just a different time. And I like went in with like $200, and I came out with $250, and I was just like, this is way better. I have a chance to win my money. Yeah, I have a chance to win money. I'll take chances to win money over losing money on titties every day. But I don't go to them often.
As much as I like poker, I'm a big Texas Hold'em fan, even though I haven't played in a while. I haven't even been in poker stars lately, but actually, we'll put a pin in that specific poker, or our later chat what we have going on. I've only been to a casino once, and it was the one just across the border at Oklahoma. It was for my mom's 50th birthday, and they're kind of terrifying. Like I go in there and I'm overwhelmed by the sights and the sounds, and I love it. I'm all like, this is everything that I wanted. And then 2 hours later, I'm like, I am gonna go insane because it does get on you after a little bit.
Bro, I don't like that it fills up with smoke. Like I get a headache from that shit when I smoke cigarette smoke. I don't like that there's no windows in that bitch. It feels like
they do that on purpose.
I know, bro. Fuck all that. I'm not here for that. Like I don't like that.
Game theory is so fucking terrifying. Actually, like the psychology of game theory, so terrifying that they can just like literally control people like that. And so I try not to get in that. The most I could do is the most I usually fall for is sunken cost fallacy every now and then. But I purposely fall for that. Sunken cost fallacy is like, say you're gambling on dice and you have rolled 5 times and you lost all 5 times. But it's that voice in your head that's like, I can't lose another time. Surely, if it's 50% chance, I should be like win this next one or some shit like that. It's like basically the more you put into it, the more you're thinking like I have to keep going to get something out of it.
Yeah, you've come too far.
You've come too far to not do anything. I use that with a lot of my games where I don't play I play League of Legends and I don't want to switch from that to any other real game because I'm like, I've literally put way too much energy into this to not be great at this.
It's not you that has to be great. It's your fucking team that has to be decent.
Yeah,
and that's what the thing is.
That's why so many people don't leave terrible relationships. This is also true. Sunken cost fallacy. I've been in this with this person for XYZ amount of time. I want to make this work here.
That be happening to people? You just be like, this shit's been awful, but it's gonna turn around one of these days. That happens?
Yeah,
I'm going to point out when you have sunken cost fallacy because I know you have it.
Me personally, as in Jarrell Lamar Cunningham?
We've had it. We've had it before. Me and you have had it. We played Gundam before, and you were like, we can't keep having these awful teams.
Slow down. It's just a different theory. Don't do that. First of all, it's not me thinking that our team is going to get better. It's me thinking that I can carry our team to a win. All right, and you were there. I've tried my best. I did everything I could. There'll be times when the only name on the highlight board is me. It's just everybody else can't get through it. All right, it's not me tricking myself into thinking that it'll turn around for us. It's me knowing that I can Kobe Bryant my way through this shit.
Like I said at the start of this show, this is my co-host Jarrell, the person that everyone aspires to be.
Jarrell
because
who?
he is a perfect being. Jarrell Lamar Cunningham. Jarrell.
That's how I'm going to eulogize you, Jarrell. At your funeral, I'm going to go up to the podium. I'm going to be like, Jarrell Lamar Cunningham, as he liked to be called.
I love this. This is actually dope.
I love it because I know it's gonna, like, his name is actually going to be in the paper. It'll say Jarrell, and then like with his actual middle name, and then in parentheses it'll say Lamar.
I wish he would have did this before the Eagles won the Super Bowl. That's the last time I was in the paper. I could have did it. They put my name in it and everything. I should have did it then. I didn't think about it because everybody who was around me knew my middle name and didn't guess at it like this.
I'm still gonna guess, and I'll use different names.
If you get it, I'll let you know. I'm gonna tell you.
I never want to know, really. No, I will want to know eventually, but I never want to get it right. I want to continue to just make up names in your middle name and just go with it with full confidence that that is also your middle name.
Miles, you are going to tell me that Jarrell, his real middle name Cunningham, has died. I'm going to be like, fucking who?
Who? Wait a minute. Hold on, Miles. Wait a minute. I know we talked about this on the Vision Board show, but like, how are you enjoying Gundam now? I'm very happy that we're doing this team bonding and getting you into it.
Look,
and I'm happy my boy
Uda it's something to do away from my PC.
Mm-hmm.
That is multiplayer. I don't have many, like, no one really plays PS4 all that much with me, so like, I have it, I pay for it, might as well use it, right?
That's real.
So it's fun, but also very frustrating, like very frustrating. And not even just the fights are frustrating. The fact that I have to use shitty suits, or in the fact that I can't use my favorite suit all the time. It's all frustrating. It's all a gacha game. I hate gacha games. So like,
those were the Citadel's arms.
He's coming from his head. Oh, yeah, I'm like,
you are pretty funny.
Citadel. Mass Effect. I was looking for new backgrounds today.
The reason why I brought that up. Oh, go ahead, Chris.
It was like, nah, it's your favorite background on the Citadel.
I only used it because it was a plain background that didn't have like a center picture. It had an actual sprawling picture. All my other pictures have like center thing pictures, and I'm like, I'm in the center. Fuck you guys.
That's real. And it's like it actually does feel like it's centered around you. That's really dope. I don't really notice that till right now. But anyway, only reason I brought up the Gundam thing is like, I still remember when you were talking shit when we were on Facebook, and you were like, Jarrell, you got to be better. You got to bring your team up. And I was like, oh, word? Bet. So then you finally got to go see what life is like. Now all that shit stopped, right? Now you understand.
I just want to say on the record, literally on the record, it's on the internet and everyone can tell. I stand by everything I said before. You just did 20% better. You can carry the team because you've already, like, you always beat your rival, almost always. You almost always are like number one in damage and like everything else. But if you just like just a little bit more, you can carry the ass people that literally don't do anything.
Why do you think I keep asking for somebody just to watch my back? Just allow me to be me. All right. Somebody just make sure Jarrell's okay, and we'll get these W's. I promise you. I promise you we'll be all right. Wait a minute. Also, real quick, Dajani, where did you get this fucking ice cream from? What casino was this?
Oh, thank you. Like Miles noticed Lori talking about terrible relationships. I noticed the one right above that being like, hold on, ice cream?
Ice cream priority.
I'm so mad. I can't have ice cream anymore. And
is it that bad, bro?
I feel for
bro,
you.
it's bad. It's bad. Like, it's so bad. And the funny thing about it is that normally, I don't even. Not that I don't like ice cream. I usually don't fuck with ice cream. I don't optionally go out to get ice cream. If it's available, I'll have it. Or I'll get like a small thing of ice cream, maybe. This time, I don't know why. I was at the grocery store and I was like, you know what sounds good? Some fucking ice cream. Went, got me a thing of ice cream, and I got home, dropped some of it, and I was just like, shit, I just have to scoop the top off and be. And I'm still having this ice cream, right?
Oh,
so that was already the universe telling me, like, don't do this.
This ain't your fight, bro.
This ain't your thing. But I scooped it, took it, and then I go and actually like get a bowl of ice cream. I had one bowl of ice cream. I was good. Next time I had a bowl of ice cream, a lactose intolerance kicked in, and now I can't have anything.
That hurt.
And it was the worst. Oh my god, I don't even want to think about it. So now I just have ice cream in my fridge because I refuse to throw it away.
Dole Whip ice cream?
I wonder. No, that was something else. Never mind.
What were you gonna say, bro?
I was about to wonder until I realized that it was more anaphylactic. Like, I was wondering if maybe the curry at that one Yama that we were at, if that curry had dairy in it, since you reacted badly to it.
No, that couldn't have been it, because I don't know. I want to try that again. I had an allergic reaction to some curry where like I couldn't feel my tongue at all. It was
From
bad.
the spice? Or just like the
know.
curry itself?
I don't know. It was delicious. It wasn't spicy, and then all of a sudden later that day, at work, I was just like, I can't feel my tongue. It's all numb.
Hey, real quick, I just want to take this time to highlight Quentin's comment. Quentin, I appreciate you coming to my show, and I appreciate you coming and supporting us like you do. But you can righteously go fuck yourself. All right, I don't want to hear this lactose-free bullshit from you. All right, I didn't do anything to deserve this life. I want to drink milkshakes and not worried about my stomach doing backflips anymore. And the fact that you can do it, and now you think it's the end of the world, I don't really appreciate that, my guy. I've done nothing to you. You can live with it. You'll be fine. Miles, just get some lactose-free ice cream. They only come in 3 flavors: vanilla, mint chocolate chip, and chocolate. I know it's bullshit, but you'll be all right, man. You can get through this.
I just don't. So like, this is probably a little bit of karma, because I used to make fun of vegans a lot, and I'm like, man, vegans are just obsessed with meat. That was my thing. Vegans are obsessed with meat and cheese. That's all they want to do, is make their food taste like the real thing. And now I have to have their fucking vegan shit all the fucking time. Oat milk goes ham.
Oat milk
is pretty good.
Top tier, for sure.
Oat milk, I can't tell the difference. I'm over here eating bowl of cereal after bowl of cereal, just fucking munching.
Dajanique, was it Sweet Temptations at Mystic Lake Casino? Because I did Google it, because when somebody tells me a place that they had really good ice cream, I gotta look it up. I fucking love ice cream.
Chris,
they're in Minnesota.
If you ever come to Minnesota, I gotta take you to this place called Creamy Cone. The ice cream is decent, but the things they do with the ice cream, it's so good.
When you come down,
ice cream, oh god, it's so good.
Bro, when you come down to Dallas,
yes,
we're gonna go to Somi, this place that Chris took me to. It is so fucking good. You will love it. They have like these soft serve ice creams and then with the little Somi thing on top. It is so good, my guy.
Lactose
so fucking good.
At the ready, my guy.
Nigga, they're right there.
Creamy Cone is trash. Hey, we don't need this type of negativity on this show. What are you talking about?
No. Don't you know? I just want to say only like 3% of Minnesotans actually say that.
Good. Jesus.
I've never heard.
Should have shown her Fargo.
Like only 3% of Minnesotans say that, and those 3% live in the boonies.
Hey, wait a minute. Y'all ain't gonna come on here and talk reckless about Creamy Cone, fam. I'm not having it. Creamy Cone is a staple of the community, bro. It's been here for years upon years upon years. My high school days are tied to it. After a nice long football practice, I would go down there, I would get a creamy slush, and it would be a great fucking time. I'm not gonna have y'all slander this place at all. Not happening. It's fucking amazing. There's no other really great ice cream place in Minnesota. I guess Snuffy's or whatever the fuck, but man. All right, comments are off. Now nobody can say comments on the show anymore. No more comments. They're done for the day. Y'all wildin'. Cold Stone?
Cold Stone?
Like, bullshit ass Cold Stone? Oh, that's what y'all do? Y'all like frozen Play-Doh. That's what y'all put in y'all mouths, huh? That's what's hot in the street.
Frozen Play-Doh.
All
Cold
right.
Stone
Y'all
was good. You're right, Nate. Cold Stone was good.
Ugh.
But
no, here's the thing. It ain't so much. I'm not saying Cold Stone is bad, but we're talking about like places to travel out of state to have their ice cream from.
Yeah,
like, I wouldn't want to go to Minnesota and then just be like taken to Cold Stone. Like
Yeah,
I'm there for the sweet temptations. It's like I'm there for the soggy cone. No, wait, no, they just said that it sounded like a soggy creamy cone. There we go. Sorry, I'm thinking
creamy cone is
creamy
soft.
cone itself.
That's so disrespectful as an insult.
Yeah, like if somebody comes down here and then be like, I fucking love ice cream. Where should we go? I'm gonna take them to Beth Marie's. I'm not gonna take them to Cold Stone. Not that Cold Stone is bad. If somebody's all like, take me to your ice cream place, it was like even Brahms would be better because that's more of a more regional chain.
Brahms is so good.
I don't think I've ever heard of Brahms, but that does sound fire, bro.
They have a very limited distribution. They're based in Oklahoma, but they only have their restaurants. It's both a hamburger place and a mini grocery, and they specialize in ice cream. They only have the franchises go out as far as a day's travel from their headquarters so they can control the distribution of all the ingredients. So even though they're in Oklahoma and they come on down here in Dallas, you're not going to find them south of Waco. You're not going to find them in Austin or anything like that. So it's very regional.
Sounds like you got a weak stomach, Quentin.
Sounds like that nigga got lactose now. Oh, lying ass motherfucker. Also, real quick, I just want to read my guy's code. He said creamy cone sounds like the pointy bit at the bottom of a cone that's soggy, and you have to rush yourself to eat it because you don't want it dripping down your hands. You know what? That's enough. I'm turning comments off now because y'all just having too much fun beating down my fucking spot, and I'm not gonna have it no more.
I have a related story.
Y'all out here vouching for fucking Cold Stone Creamery. That shit tastes like deodorant chunks. I'm not having it.
Fine, but I'm not going to go to Minnesota just to have Cold Stone.
Bro, you need to stop with these fucking comparisons, dog.
No, What's your story, to stop Chris? Making ice cream is what they need to do.
We're gonna go with the Chris's story, and then we're gonna actually hit our first topic.
Oh shit!
And then if we have time, I have a question for y'all after the first topic because there is an actual agenda here. So it was because Don Udon's comment about bit at the soggy bottom of the cone that's soggy and you have to rush yourself eating it because you don't want it dripping on your hands.
That's so funny. What?
It just reminds me of one of the first times I went to Japan. No, it was the first time I went to Japan. And in Japan, they have this faux pas of you're only supposed to eat. You're not supposed to like walk and eat. You're not supposed to walk the streets and eat, or you're not supposed to eat on the trains or anything like that. Like even with all the vending machines and everything like that, if you get something from a vending machine that you're supposed to eat, you're supposed to eat it at the vending machine or find a bench somewhere or just wait until you go home. And this entire time we're riding the trains in Tokyo and everything like that, and they have ice cream vending machines. So I'm just eating ice cream a whole lot over there. And every time that we took a train, it was only a few minutes ride. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to go ahead and get an ice cream cone and eat it before it gets here. Turns out, as soon as I got the ice cream, the train had arrived. I was like, okay, whatever. I go on there. I figure I'll be there for 5 minutes. And I ask my friend, hey, what's the next stop that we're getting off at? And she looked at me and she looked at the ice cream in my hand and she said 30 minutes. And I can't open this damn thing because they give more leeway to foreigners, but it's just
You don't want to disrespect nobody's house, yeah.
Yeah. And so I'm holding the tip of the cone like this, thinking the coldest thoughts that I can. And amazingly enough, it lasts the half hour. But as soon as the doors open, I rush out, and it was starting to get on my fingers.
Damn.
And it was a lot like a soggy cone, basically. So Don Udon reminds me of that soggy cone story.
That was hilarious, by the way. Walker, I love you and I miss you all the time, brother. Jesus Christ.
Oh, is Don Udon not his real name?
Nah, this is a screen name. That's my guy, Walker. He's a great
Jarrell the Don Cunningham.
I like that.
Okay. All right.
I like it. Oh, but yeah, y'all want to jump into the first topic?
First topic. Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. I wish we had like topic slides. That'd be cool. It'd be really cool to do. So the first topic is
all I do is love you,
one
bro.
that I was excited for. Apparently, I was the only one excited for this topic. And that was we're going to talk about friends with benefits and what actually is a successful friends with benefits and what's a failure of a friends with benefits. I like this topic because we have a large variety of males. Like we have a large variety of, huh?
I said at 3 different stages of life, one with a different experiences.
Three different experiences, I should say, like stages and experiences with it. Because I have a ton of experience with friends with benefits. I'm pretty sure Jarrell has none. I don't know, 0. And then Chris, I don't know.
I've got a few.
So we have none, a few, and a lot. So I feel like it's a nice mix. We have no lady side, but that's normal for this show, unfortunately. No, we have some female perspective. We have Dajanique in the chat, who's always talking about her hoes.
Dajanique is, I think she's a more regular listener than I am.
Dajanique's always here.
And
she's always down to talk about her hoes.
That's true.
The legion that is her hose. So
yeah, for the times that y'all have gotten into these situations where with friends with benefits, it's silly. With friends with benefits, how did it start out? Was it a conversation, or y'all were like attracted to this person and then got into it, or y'all were cool and then one day y'all were like, we should fuck a lot together, but nothing else, and then cool.
Those film stars mini water bottles. Speaking of water, I'm out of water. Chris, you want to start or should I?
I guess I can go ahead and start. I've had a few, and a question that came up, which Quentin has already alluded to on there. A fail is only when a person catches feels. Is like what is a failure and a success? Because I feel like friends with benefits, the most prominent friends with benefits relationship that I've had turned into a marriage eventually. So
that's a win, bro.
Okay, yes, but like if I was just wanting to stick with friends with benefits, I think I kind of messed up the friends with benefits part. That then turned into a relationship and a marriage. So
you got a 401k plan.
Tell me, are you still friends with her?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Is it benefiting you?
Are there still benefits?
Yes, there are still benefits, but but it means it's a very specific term.
When?
I lost at friends with benefits, but I still won.
I love the face that is with this picture.
Oh
is
yeah,
it a
that's
win
her.
though?
That is absolutely her. That is her distilled.
All right, so
I think you won.
Though, you were asking how we met. The funny thing is, though, we met because she was helping wingman for another friend of hers who was hoping to be in a friends with benefits with me. So it was friends with benefiting, sort of round robin there, and I did do friends with benefits with the one that she was wingmanning for. And then that friends with benefits tried to wingman for me with Lori as well. So it was all very reciprocal. It was awesome. But the way that the first time I saw Lori was that they backed the other one that they were trying to set up at a Krav class. Like, it was like, hey, let's get a group of the girls and we'll go to Krav class and we'll like observe our friend, see if she can get something going with the cute guy who goes to this Krav thing that she's interested in. And it did, and it went well. And she was part of the group, but I was young. And they invited me out for like sandwiches and ice cream after, but I was all like, "No, I got to get back to class." And I
Wait, how young were you?
I would have been 26.
Oh, that sandwiches and ice cream threw me for a loop, bro. I was like, "Wait, what? Wait a minute."
There was a restaurant right next door that the Great Outdoors. There are sandwiches and ice cream.
There we go, bro. I was so confused. Wait a second.
Listen, I was a wild third grader. Okay. Just I started young. I had a good time with that Friends with Benefits, but then it led into Lori, and then I was more interested in Lori. But like that, so like I guess I won with that Friends with Benefits in terms of we were friends, we had benefits, and then I moved on. And then I moved on to then it was Lori, and we were friends with benefits for like 2 years before we decided to make it official. And then we got married back in 2016. So like, I guess now that I think about it, I won both of those friends with benefits. I fulfilled the definition obligations of that first friends with benefits of being a friend with benefits in the vernacular of our times. And then I messed it up with Lori in terms of catching the feels and then getting into a relationship with her, but only in the friends with benefits sense. I won pretty much everything else because this second marriage is pretty good. It's definitely the longest one that I've had.
That's what's up, bro. You figured it out, G. That's what's up. That's what's up more than anything, man. I think that's why I'm not really like into that shit, because I want like when I'm exclusive with a woman, I want it for me. Like I want it all to be me. I don't want like I just can't get the thought out of my head of her like smashing somebody else on Thursday and then coming to see me on Friday and we hang out and some shit. I'm like,
but here's the thing. You can smash other people as well.
I don't want to be totally honest.
And that's why he will never do a friends with benefits, because he's like,
I want one. I don't need the most. I don't need to just be outside. I want mines for me, and then we just smash each other as many times as we need to smash each other. I don't want to just find a bunch of different people to smash, but mainly because I got a lot to lose at this point in my life, and people don't care about how I feel.
That's true. You are older. You are a bit older than I was when I was doing that stuff. Like back then, I was joining women's only book clubs. Explicitly told don't use this to score women, and then I quit after I scored a woman.
Yo, Chris is a villain, bro. I like it. Yo, Chris is a villain. Holy shit. That's
use
the
this
next
to
level
score
thing.
women.
I never would have did that, but damn, that's a really good place to meet women. You're guaranteed to meet somebody.
Yeah, I was the only dude in that circle, and they thought it was like 19, even though I was still like 26, 27, just because I was real excitable. And they thought I was a 19-year-old virgin, and I was all like, I'm not. I just get really excited. And then I hooked up with one of them, and then I quit the book club. So don't accuse me of being a 19-year-old virgin, or I'm going to seduce one of your members away.
Well, there's that. Communication is the biggest key with this stuff, whether it's friends with benefits, marriage, or even a relationship. Communication makes it equal on what you give and take, knowing one's limits, if it's okay or not. And that is correct. That is what I was going to say to your answer, Jarrell, was you asked, how do you start one? And it pretty much just comes down to conversation. Like, you're two adults. You talk it out. You say like, hey, I'm not wanting a relationship right now, but those buns, I would clap those. And then she's either like, yo, you can clap them.
That's fucking clap, bro. That's what took me out. I kept it together as long as I could.
Sounds like filling out a comment card.
Bro.
Yeah, no. But no, it's like you literally have a conversation like, Because usually it's usually in the heat of the moment, but also at the same time, you're just like, hey, yo, this isn't a relationship thing. If you want a relationship, we probably shouldn't do this. Let's put it on the back and we could just be friends. But at that point, it's a yes or no. And then if it's a yes, you guys do this, and then you get to decide later on, do I want to continue doing that? And if it's a yes and they're down with it too, and now you have a friends with benefits, and like it's great. I don't know how else to explain it. It's great. You literally can hang out and then smash and then like not feel obligated to do the relationship shit.
Oh.
And I've had 2 friends with benefit situations. The first one started because I told him I'm just here for the dick. He started making his way around my real friends, and I introduced him as literally no name because he won't be around long. Yo, Dajanique is a villain.
Jesus Christ.
And something you said, which is funny to me, Jarrell, you guys both kind of did it, and you're like, you can sleep with other people. Most of my friends with benefits, I only slept with that one person. Like, they had me covered on that aspect. I didn't need to sleep around. The one time I did like have multiple friends with benefits is when I got caught up, and then they were all like, I got caught up. They found out about each other and then got mad, and then I had to date one of them.
Slow down. No. What? Motherfucker? No. I mean, communication is key for sure, but we both exclusively said this is just for play. Like, we're just doing this to get rocks off and keep moving.
I should iterate that I was in college at this time, and communication was not my key then. It was not what I was all about.
It was not your major.
And it was not my major.
Yeah.
My major was not in communication. So I
Jesus Christ.
never talked about like, hey, yo, we're just fucking. It literally was like, one, I dated and then we broke up, but we just continued to just like fuck. And like, it was cool as that. And we didn't talk about it. It was just like, we were still. And then the other one was a girl that I was talking to, and we just started doing stuff. And neither of them was just like saying like, hey, yo, let's get back in a relationship or let's be in a relationship. Heather still feels bad a bit. Yeah, she should. She ruined that. That's a story. I'll tell that in the moment. I'll tell that in the circuit. But yeah, basically none of them were like, yo, let's be in a relationship. They were just like, we were just in the moment, always in the moment. So I had 2 friends with benefits. And then one day, so let me preference this. It was college dorms. So the dorms, like in dorms, you just had the door open in all of our places. Everyone did, because you could just walk in. It was just friendly shit. There was always people over. It was a weird time in life.
You and this open door lifestyle be boggling my goddamn mind, bro.
I mean,
I don't know
unlocked,
how you do
not
this.
like fully open. It was
What's
unlocked.
the difference? Like, what's the
Either
difference, bro?
Either way,
It's
I was
access.
back in my room with one of the girls, right?
Right.
I wasn't even doing anything. I was just giving her a massage. No dick was given out that day.
I wasn't doing nothing, just doing the thing that leads up to sex, not the sex.
Yeah, but I wasn't planning on. It wasn't like, all right. So just hear me out. It wasn't sex at this time. There was people in our house. One of my best friends, Heather. And a few other people. They were all just in the living room or in the kitchen, living room, playing games. And then my other shorty comes into the dorm and says, "Where's Miles?" Now, my homies knew what was going on. They were supposed to not allow her to come back to my room. Heather speaks up before any of them can say anything and says, "Oh yeah, he's just in the back. Go ahead." Or she didn't say go ahead. She just said he's in the back. And she comes back there. Now she's coming back as I literally open the door to start leaving. But because like I was going somewhere, I was leaving. I was like I said, nothing was happening. Massage was happening, but she had her shirt off. So she's putting her shirt on while the other girl's coming in, and like they catch each other. Nothing really happens, like big happens then, but like everyone understands the situation at that point. Fucking Kayla. People get mad. Yo, cut it. People get mad. This shit again? Yeah, anyways, people get mad, and then I have to take what's her name back home, and then she understands the situation. She's like, all right, look, you can't be out here doing this. You either gonna date me or we're just done. And I'm like, can't pass up that head. So I started dating her.
Okay. Were you all like, when she came in, were you like, oh, good, 10:45 is here?
I didn't expect her to come. Like, it was out of nowhere. No one knew like she was coming over. I didn't even expect the other girl over. None of this was my fault. So like my scheduling was not at fault. Somebody invited the girl that got the massage over. Like they invited her over because they were friends with her, and then she wanted a massage, and I was like, fine. And then like the other girl just came. My scheduling wasn't at fault. It was them just showing up at my place.
See, this is what I'm saying. I got too much to lose, bro. This is what I'm talking about. Because I mess with a lot of very, like, I'm not going to say violent. They're just very not with the bullshit women. And that would have got me clapped. Even if I did everything right, that still would have got me stabbed up. I would have got out of it. I would have figured a way out because you did nothing wrong. You got set up. But it's just a headache I don't need in my life.
Well, it's good that you know that too, Jarrell, because something else, whenever people talk about these friends with benefits things and other similar things like that, you know your limits on that. And too many people think about how much they can get without realizing what they have to give. And you come at it from the other way. You know what you have to give, and you know that you don't want to give that, therefore you don't expect it. So it's not that having an aversion to friends with benefits is good or bad in and of itself. It's only if you do it stupidly without knowing your limits. So it's a neutral thing, and you know that you're not about that, and you're not about that, and that's cool because you're not putting anybody through any of that crap.
Nah, not at all. It honestly is mainly based in I don't want to get somebody pregnant, and I don't want to edit it in the off chance that I do that shit and then get somebody like 2 people pregnant. I'm gonna just feel like God turned his back on me. That's really the fear out of everything.
So that begs the question. Let's say Jarrell gets.
No, let's not say that.
Procedure.
Let's not say that.
Jarrell. Wait. What?
Wait, what are you about to say?
I was gonna say, let's say Jarrell gets a procedure that makes it so he can't have kids anymore.
Okay. Yeah.
Does that mean Jarrell is now gonna would be willing to be a friends with benefits because he no longer has anything to lose at that point?
Very, very good point, my friend.
Dajanique. First off, before you answer, Dajanique, my friend. Look, hold on.
Why are you like this?
My friend Dajanique, my friend. Just know, I just want you to know with all my heart. I told this band to do those things. Use them. He told me they don't work, so he ain't using them. He told me that they don't work.
Wait,
he said if something.
You're leaving so much context out of this conversation.
Told me they don't work.
Don't do that.
So he ain't using them.
Don't do that. He's telling the truth. That's why I can't call him a fucking liar. But he's leaving a lot of context out of this talk, yo. He's leaving so much out. But fine, whatever. I gotta eat that.
Jarrell will pray before that happens. Yeah, he will use pray before using condoms because he thinks that it doesn't work.
Listen.
And that's
are you telling me that plastic is stronger than God? Because I think not.
God, I want to choke you so bad.
We don't know. They didn't have condoms back when God did his thing.
They did though. They had sheepskin. They would just take some lamb intestines and then put them over
That's
their penis.
not. No,
I'm gonna have to look that up.
I don't believe you. First
It was
off,
wild.
don't you ever. I'm not even gonna comment.
There you go.
Anyways,
Anyway,
friends
like
with
I said, to
benefits.
answer your goofy ass question though, why would you say that? Hey yo, can we start? We gotta start deleting comments out this bitch, cause y'all gonna stop with all this, bro. Not today, Satan. Not at all. To answer your question, sir, if I got a procedure to make sure that there were no more babies that could come from me, I don't know. I still probably wouldn't be into it just because, like. I don't know. I just like having my own thing. Like I like feeling like I got my own thing for me, just for mine. Like, and if somebody isn't on that same wavelength as me, then I'd rather just be left alone and keep looking for somebody to do it with me. I would probably smash them both, but we wouldn't continuously do it because.
So you would have one night stands.
Yeah, that's what I've been doing more than anything is just messing with somebody for
See, I feel
like a day
that's-
and then keep it
That's
moving.
crazier to me. One night stands are crazier to me than fucking friends with benefits. In my
Why?
opinion.
That's so much easier in life. You can just go on about your day and keep it moving. I never have to see you again.
Yeah, but like the same reason why you would get a one night stand, you could have a friends with benefits and just continue to be out there. Yeah, Dajanique was.
Yo, she is on one tonight, bro. Jesus Christ.
Thank you. This is what I'm trying to say. One night stands are so much riskier, especially without a condom.
I'm
my guy.
not using condoms in one night stands. I'm not doing that. That's wild. Listen,
So you do use condoms with one night stands.
Yeah, no. Especially if I met you randomly,
Okay.
for sure. But not because of the pregnancy, just because I don't want my penis to be itchy. I just don't feel like having those type of problems in my life.
So you admit they work.
Don't. Shit.
Whoa.
Listen. I'm going to tell everybody now. Hey guys, use a condom every time until it's time to not use a condom. All right. That's your advice from Jarrell today.
That's almost zen.
It's almost zen.
That's supposed to bring you peace.
You're like the Sphinx from Mystery Men.
So, one of the questions
That movie rocks.
one of the questions that I would then have is like, thinks you done nothing wrong when it comes to sexual events. That's me though. I'm the one that's usually like, go for it. Yes, I'm all about it. But I'm curious if I consider my friends with benefits as failures or as success stories. I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it.
Yeah, with that college thing, did you lose and then win, or did you lose both, or like how would you? So with Massage Girl, that was a loss because I think that ended through other circumstances than both of you calling it off mutually.
Yup, that was
Yeah, we started dating after that.
Yeah, but that was against your will. Like you had to make a quick time decision, and you went with the lesser of two evils.
It was kind of finesse
on that one.
I was finessed in that one.
Yeah.
Yeah. So like I think I lost both of those. Like those were failures of friends with benefits. To be fair, they deserved to fail. Again, I didn't have the communication down. There was no communication that's all it was. It was all up in the air. It was just penis was out and it was not good.
I wasted my goddamn time in college. I don't have any goddamn college stories like that. No, I mean, I was high school. The first wife I was high school sweethearts with, and we were together through college as well. And we got married right after, and then we divorced a year later. So it was all like the whole college experience I pretty much missed out on.
Damn.
My fault, yes. But it's just like, it's okay because after that, I made up for lost time. Like I said, after that, I joined an all-women's book club and quit it after I scored with somebody from there, a single mother actually.
It's Batman levels of villainy, bro. I can't get over it. Like the thought process of that shit is so great to me. Like I never would have thought of that. Like that's amazing. Honestly.
Oh, the great thing is that when they explicitly told me don't use this to get women, in my head I immediately said I'm going to use it to get women, but my mouth said okay.
Yeah, sure, for sure. We're understanding.
Yeah, all my stories are pretty much after the first divorce, so after I was 23. The closest thing that I have to a story is just going to strip clubs in college, and that wasn't even my fucking idea. That was my dad. That was my dad making sure that his son got some fucking experience out of life while he still could. And it still wasn't my favorite experience, but I can at least say, you know, it was something that I did with my dad. Every time that I've been to a strip club, it's because my dad took me. One of them was when I was 18, and I was reminded of that when Miles was talking about the casino thing. And one of them was the night before my wedding, my first wedding. And you know, that was also kind of interesting. The first one was even more interesting because thank you, Don Udon. No, the first time that I went to a strip club was because of Dad, and I went and I took there was a car for me in the Rio Grande Valley that I was gonna buy. But we needed to take it to Mexico to get it repaired or something like that first, because it was just a crappy little early 90s Ford Explorer. So yeah, we just go on down there, and I take my two pals with me. My two pals at the time, they're a couple of white dudes from Quinlan, Texas, very rural part of Texas. And about my age, they're a few years older than me, and I drive them down to the Rio Grande Valley, and I'm from the Rio Grande Valley, so I go to Rio Grande Valley, and I'm home. And it was the first time that I ever really felt. I don't know how it made me feel, but I go there and they see the Rio Grande Valley, and it's still a part of the United States. It is the southernmost tip of Texas. You know, born 8 miles north of the Mexican Texas border, but it's still America. You cross the bridge into like Reynosa or Nuevo Progreso, and it's very much a different country than it is just from the Rio Grande Valley. Rio Grande Valley is still very much America. These white boys are freaking the hell out, thinking they're already in Mexico, just being in the real goddamn valley. It's like, oh shit, we're in Mexico. We got to watch out because like we're a minority here. And I'm all like,
oh, they're tripping because they think the cartel is about to rain down on them.
Yeah, and I'm all like, guys, shut the fuck up. Just don't make any eye contact with people on the highway, and you're fucking fine. You know, just don't challenge nobody, and you'll be fine. And the thing is, then we actually cross over into Mexico, and they're a lot looser in Mexico. They're more comfortable in Mexico than they are just staying with me in the Rio Grande Valley with me and my dad. And my dad showing us a good time because my dad knew everybody in the Rio Grande Valley. There was not any time that we went out to a restaurant to where he wouldn't say, "Excuse me, guys, I gotta go shake hands with this guy because I know him." He knew everybody. Literally, every time we went somewhere, there was somebody that he knew. So he would either go shake someone's hand, or somebody would come to our table to shake his hand.
Chris,
huh?
I told you once, and I'm gonna tell you again. Your dad was part of the cartel. He was a driver for the cartel. He knew everyone. I've never met the man. Rest in peace, his soul. I'm convinced he was part of the cartel. He knew everyone.
Well, he did. I mean, he didn't know how the game was played, because to do business in Mexico, you know, you gotta know something. I mean, he wasn't a part of it, but I mean, he was a shipping and handling guy, so he knew how it was played. And actually, when he did meet my father-in-law, my first father-in-law, for the first time at the wedding, my father-in-law back then did ask me. I was like, "Is your dad?" Like, without like nobody there knowing him, but just the presence that he had. But that was just my dad. He was gregarious as hell. He was very Vito Corleone. I mean, he was God, he was just extremely lovable like that. And he takes these two white boys freaking out, and he takes us across the border. We go to Mexican strip clubs. We go drink at the Mexican clubs and everything like that. Still not really my thing because I was still square, but those two were having the best damn time of their lives, and they loosened up so much because of Dad. So, you know, they eased up over there. And there were some other weird things that happened as well. One of the guys that I was with, older than me. He's a big Transformers nut, just absolutely huge Transformers freak. To the point to where this idiot, I should have never taken him to a concealed handgun license class.
What?
Because concealed handgun license, you go there for practicality. You're looking, you know, you're gonna, if you're gonna carry a concealed handgun, you're gonna get something that should be practical, easily concealed, easy to get out. He gets a fucking Luger to go with his concealed handgun license because that's the gun that fucking Megatron transforms into. And I'm all like, you are not choosing this. Why the hell did I take you to go get your goddamn license?
We didn't come here for war, sir.
Yeah, we didn't come here for fucking Transformers, dude. So we're walking through the jewelry store of one of the La Plaza malls. La Plaza Mall is in McAllen, Texas, and it's a mall. And we're going through like one of the not jewelry stores, like the fucking what's one of the anchor stores that starts with a D? De Beers? Dillard's.
Wow.
We're walking through a Dillard's, and they're in front of me. I'm just walking behind them, and behind one of the structural pillars in a Dillard's, in the men's section near like the jewelry and the perfume or whatever, and colognes and all that stuff, it's just a huge stack of Transformers toys. And I say to Ian, "Oh, hey, there's a whole bunch of Transformers behind this pillar over here." And Ian's like, "Shut the fuck up." And I'm all like, "No, dude, I'm serious. There's a whole bunch of Transformers behind this pillar." So he comes around and he sees it and is like, "Holy shit, there are a whole bunch of Transformers behind this pillar. Why the fuck is there just a pile of Transformers in a fucking Dillard's?" Okay, yes, but my dad actually wasn't part of part of that. Sorry, I mean, Dad definitely gives off the impression.
His dad was not. I just had the impression that he does, and I was just like, every time me and Chris talk about his dad.
Yeah, but to be fair, that is the question that everybody who meets him who doesn't know him asks me. But no, he just knew everybody. So, guy in a suit working in Dillard's as his day job comes up to us, and he says, "Hey, y'all like Transformers?" It was like, obviously, yeah, we like Transformers. It was like, "Come with me." So this guy in the suit working at Dillard's takes us to like the Dillard's attic, where he has a whole bunch of toys. And this is getting sketchier the more that I'm saying this out loud. I did not realize it then. I was 19 at the time, all right? And he has rare Transformer stuff. For Ian, who has, you know, walls of Transformer shit, there was stuff that he had been looking for years.
Damn.
And he spent $250, $300 on Transformer stuff in the attic of the Dillard's at La Plaza Mall, which we did not expect in any way whatsoever. And now that I've said that out loud, I'm surprised that's all we walked away with, and I'm surprised that I didn't go missing. Oh my god!
Sounds like some Calvin shit.
Yeah.
Oh, for sure. Calvin would have spent a stack not giving a fuck about it if he would have found something he cared about. For sure.
Okay. All right. Now I'm fully reading Don Udon's comment over here. Yeah. I don't think I've met any, but you know.
I am so terrified of the cartel. I'm not gonna lie.
Don't do drunk
Not that
shit.
I do anything to be like beyond their bad side. Just like I know, I don't believe in conspiracy theories all that much, but I believe in the conspiracy that fucking almost all of Texas is ran by the cartel, and just they're everywhere.
I think it was last week's show where you said that the green alert was or the brown alert was the one where you thought.
No, there was an amber alert for children, silver alert for elderly, and then there's another one for like just missing people. And I'm like, yeah, that's just cartel working.
Bro, that's funny as shit. That's terrible. I really thought y'all was just like the cartel outside, so y'all might want to get the fuck in the house. Some shit pop off.
No, that is definitely not the way it is in the Rio Grande Valley. It is still America, guys. It is still America. Don't be like the white rural dudes from Quinlan if I ever take you all down there.
Oh, look, I'll be chilling because I ain't nothing about business.
First off, if I ever go down there, I'm having fun because I'm gonna be just like, yo, this shit's lit. I just know I won't go into any like sketchy across the bridge places.
Not happening.
Not happening.
The
Just like if I go out to where is it? Where's the other side of Oakland? I can't think of the other side of Oakland. Either way, I'm not crossing the bridge over there either. I know that's where the gangs are. According to the jokes.
But Chris, you did say you had a question though earlier that you wanted to ask once we got done with this. I'm very interested in that question.
I completely lost it.
Oh, sorry.
Oh no.
These conversations move so fast. We cover a lot of ground.
They really do. We were talking about casinos, and then we started talking about friends with benefits.
What was the question? What was it? I think I already asked it. I think I'd asked you if you considered if you had lost or won those particular friends with benefits relationships. And
so, like, yeah, I don't know what I consider if I lost or like those. I think I lost, but like, I've had others that like we did stuff and then it just stopped because like XYZ, and I'm like, I don't have anything from them outside of memories
And experience.
memories and experience, and like it made me who I am today. So like, I won't take it back, but I also don't think I fully won them because like,
what would a win be for you though? Because you did what you were supposed to do. You were a friend. You got the benefit. I don't know. Don't ever fucking change, yo. Ever in your life. If you think you're gonna change, just say no.
I feel like if I ever go up to Minnesota I already know I'm gonna have a good time with Jarrell. I think I'd also have a really good time with Dajanique too. I think we'd all get along pretty good.
Dajanique is fucking hilarious.
Because I was
take care of you if you pass out. She'll make sure that nobody will let you freeze to death on my porch.
That's why Dajanique my best friend. Yeah,
Very
I can
true.
see. I've done so I've had friends with benefits relationships where I caught feelings.
Mm-hmm.
I had friends with benefits relationships where they caught feelings. The last real friends with benefits that I had, we both caught feelings, but we didn't date. It was one where I didn't realize I caught feelings until way after. Like she accepted it, but then caught feelings, but then was just like, all right, I've caught feelings, so I have to go. Like, and I was just like, yeah. And then I caught feelings after I got sad that she left. And I was just like, or not at, like, I realized I did after I got sad she left, and after she was talking to somebody else, I was like, damn, I had that. We had fun together, and I didn't do anything. And so I that one I might call a failure too. I don't know.
Yeah, it's just so weird trying to define it because, like, to me, I think, like, if I had to be put it to test, like, of course, I definitely love that I got a marriage out of this, but like, my definition of it was friends with benefits and winning. I mean, I think the best way to do it, considering it a win, is not catching feelings. And of course, if you catch feelings and it leads somewhere, obviously that's great. But it's like, go in it, friends with benefits, don't catch feelings, move on. I think that's a win. I think that's a win. I think it's only a loss if your friends with benefits catch feelings. Oh no, only one catch feelings, which goes back to Dajanique. I won both; they lost.
Jesus Christ, that's a line.
She's
That's
right.
really a fucking
She's
line.
right.
I don't know. I hear what y'all saying. I don't know. Because I know if I really fuck with you, it don't make sense for us to be having sex and the sex be cool, and then me be like, let's just not see how this can progress further. Like, again, Chris, I feel like you knocked it out of the fucking park because you found somebody who was just like, not only do I fuck with you, but I really like you. So let's figure it out.
So there's
That's dope.
I learned that I can clearly I'm 31 years doing this shit, and I know
Okay, Dajanika's a villain too, and now I kind of want to see the Batman. We would be the Rogues Gallery too.
For sure.
Dajanik is pure villainy.
What is the Batman we would antagonize? What does that Batman look like?
So villainy. It'll be Jarrell, honestly. Jarrell is the Red Hood of that universe. Actually, he's the Red Hood because like he's not villainy.
Joker beat my ass. Hold the fuck on, fam. You think I would let the Joker beat the shit out of me?
No, not that.
He wasn't the Red Hood then.
Yeah, it was your post beating Red Hood.
Yeah. Red Hood then came back and
you're
wrecked
literally
shit.
like stopping criminals, but at the same time you're like do some criminal shit to do this. Anyways, what was I saying? I forgot what I was saying. I forgot what I was
saying.
Walker.
Yeah, right. God, I fucking know.
Don't eat friends. See, but the thing is like, oh yeah, this is where I was going. I found out that I have this fucked up thing. Like now that I say it out loud, I clearly know it's kind of fucked up. But you can have like a straight character flaw that will make me not want to date you. Like I can't see myself dating you because you have this flaw, because you have this thing. But I'll still smash. And I think some people don't have that. Some people being Jarrell. I don't think Jarrell has that. But
or if it's like one thing about you I don't like, will I still? I'll probably smash, but I won't like. Probably not. Honestly, I found that out about myself too. Is that I'm not really willing to fake the funk with nobody. If I don't fuck with you, I just don't fuck with you, and I'd rather keep pushing.
Like I could not fuck with you, but like fuck you, but like
nah.
That's just because my penis is. You just be
doing what you want.
The penis, like the heart, wants what it wants.
You just be doing stuff.
Hey,
but as I'm older now, I don't want that shit. Like I've turned down situations where I'm just like, yo, this would just be smashing. I don't want this. Like I could only like I started turning that shit down, especially this year. Setting boundaries with people. Why are you like this, Jarrell? What are you doing?
I'm genuinely proud of you as of late. It's just some other things, but you just continue because you deserve this.
Write it down, and I want to talk about it. If you don't want to talk about it on air, because I'm confused why you. I want to, but I want to because you.
I'm proud of you for honestly, in dead seriousness. I'm proud of you for setting boundaries. I'm proud of you for being like, if this isn't worth my time, I'm not going to keep giving it energy. That's something major that you started to do, and I'm just like, that's my nigga, because you don't deserve nobody wasting your time with no type of fuck shit. So I'm happy about that. However, I do see situations where you're like, where people express that they give a fuck about you, and you be like, yeah, but not you. Like not you. You back over.
Because I know I'm not gonna have a long-lasting relationship with them. It would literally just be for sex, and I don't want that.
That's
I literally
fair.
told you. I told you,
and I have to accept that as your friend. I have to get that you know you better than I know you and what you're telling me. I have to accept that. However, also, never mind. We'll talk about it later. I just don't get it. If I ask for $5 and somebody gives me $5 the first time I ask, I'm not gonna be like, I don't even want to fuck with you no more if you gave me $5. Like that sounds dumb as shit to me, but to you that makes sense. And
I'll talk about that.
All right, bet, let's do it. Chris,
all right, Chris.
Please, as a matter of fact, please weigh in on this. This is something that my friend is crazy about. I don't understand.
Okay, we're talking about $5.
No, not actually. So I met this girl.
Recently?
It was somewhat recent. It was last year.
Okay. Where
we the first time we met, I got dome. Like I got some head.
Nice.
But I knew I did not really like her like that. Like the vibe wasn't there. Like there was some in the air that was just like, I can't see myself being with her. But she was there and was doing some wild shit. So I got some head. And I don't want to talk to her that much anymore. And Jarrell's mad at me because I'm like,
I'm not
she
mad.
gave some good head,
I'm not mad.
but I don't want to talk to her.
I'm not mad.
Am I wrong for not wanting to talk to her? Because I want more, but also I was willing to do that. Like, am I an asshole?
Did you reciprocate?
No, but she wouldn't let me.
Okay. What are her expectations on this? Like, does she want to keep talking to you?
We talked about it after that. It wasn't a thing, and she was just like, "That's fine. We're good. It could be just sex." And so I technically have like a friends with benefits on paper, but I've never had sex with her.
Did you
MTA?
know that you didn't want to vibe with her before she gave you head, or only after?
So I met her. She was at my place, and the vibe was. It wasn't like I can chill with you on a Sunday afternoon vibe. It was it's about the draws time. It's demon time vibe, and it was only that. Nigga, what? And just like there was something else in the air where I was just like, I just didn't feel a connection to her outside my penis being in her mouth. That was the only connection I felt.
And you talked about it afterwards, and you talked it out, and she knew what was up. I think that's fine. The boundaries. Yes, you did get head, even if you weren't 100% for it. But I mean, she gave it to you. She gave it to you willingly. And your guy, you want to get head. You want to get off. Even and you talk about it after. And you would have, and as you said, you would have reciprocated if she would have let you, but she didn't let you. I think it's fine.
God damn it!
Russia doing their psyops.
So, all right, are you done saying your piece, Miles?
Yeah, I'm done saying my piece.
I think it's fine. You didn't mislead her. I mean, only in the stretchiest of stretches would I say that you misled her before. But I mean, I think that's pretty much okay. There are definitely women that I've been with where I pretty much knew this isn't going to go much of any. I don't think it's any different from a one night stand. Let me put it that way, because when you have a one night stand, you know it's not going to go anywhere. It's just a one night stand.
Thank you.
Here's where my irritation is in this situation. Right, it's not the fact of what he did or how he felt. It's the fact that I've seen him. He told me I didn't really fuck with it because she gave me head so easy, which then led into a conversation about how Miles is a masochist because he doesn't like anything easy in life ever. And that is the reason why he does not fuck with this woman who gave him exactly what he wanted day one out the fucking box. It has nothing to do with her as a person or anything like that, because he keeps saying the vibe wasn't there. To which I was like, what the fuck is this imaginary vibe? And you were fucking,
it's
what
chemistry.
happened in your face?
Chemistry is intangible.
Chemistry is not tangible.
If you don't feel it.
That's fine. We'll rock with that.
It would have been worse if he wasn't vibing with her, but he still kept on getting head from her while she's expecting they are vibing.
That's fair too.
If it happened more than once, if it happened like if it happened a month later and he told me, I'm all like, Miles, you were gonna get your dick cut off.
Here's why though. Here's where I'm irritated with this man at, and I have to accept it. Is that I've seen this man here put work into people who gave him less than that, who gave him no text backs, who didn't want to give him no time, who didn't want to give him no leeway and nothing. And yet here comes this woman who comes in and goes, you know what? I'll put a penis in his face, no problem. Oh, and the reason why she was cool with them not being anything further is because Miles was like, I'm not really feeling it. And then she just had to be like, well, I guess that's fine too. We can do other things. But
it was fine
for him. And I get that. And I that's fine. I get it. It's just, bro, I've seen you openly put time in with women who don't fuck with you. And yet you find somebody that fuck with you and you like, but not you. Nah, put it away. Nigga, what? Like, are you outside of your black ass mind, bro? What are you doing? And it's weird for me coming from somebody who's like, I only fuck with people who fuck with me. So somebody giving me that type of energy, oh, we're in this together now. We're finna figure this shit the fuck out one way or another. Now, if down the road he was just like, I don't really like her because she likes the color blue and that's not my thing. Cool, whatever. You just didn't vibe with her on that front. I can rock with it. But to be like, she sucked my dick too fast. I ain't really feeling that shit. Nigga, what is wrong with you? What is wrong with you after all the shit that I've seen you go through as your friend?
I think this is in one way that Miles and I are on the same wavelength because I know that because I've heard this before. And because I've heard this before from Lori, I know why I'm on the same page with Miles because me and him are on the same wavelength there. Sometimes listen, we like to learn the hard way, all right?
I don't get it, man. I don't get that shit, bro. I don't get that shit. Why you don't get somebody that love you? Why you want to be the one that's giving all the love?
I get it. I get it though, because I have had some women get me or get some women a little too easy. And yeah, it was fun.
What's too easy? You've lived your whole life to get to this point. Living life ain't easy. And somebody shines a light on you and says, here's some pussy just for being you. Living life. Huh?
Did I tell you about
Go ahead, Chris. I'll be quiet. Go ahead.
Because that was one where it was too easy, but I wasn't vibing it, and she was really feeling it. Mm-hmm. And this is why the best one or multiple night stands are handled best when you either leave town or they leave the state. Those are the best ones. And my little sister was actually listening to the first hour, but she had to go because I told her that I was going to be on here.
Nice.
My little sister Nicolette.
That's love.
I got to specify that because I got a lot of little sisters.
I met one.
Go dad. And this one was her friend go down to the valley for Christmas for a week. Nicole introduces me to her friend, and there's immediate some sparks there. I was like, okay, cool, that's fine. That's cool. That night, as soon as Nicole goes to sleep, me and the friend we hook up. And next morning, Nicole's like, "What the fuck, Chris?" So like, it was the first night, and I was like, "Hey, sparks flew, but that was a real easy get. It happens. That was a real easy get, but she was feeling it way more than I was for just some head, for just some sex and everything like that. And thank God Nicole did not give her my address. So end of the week came, I left, and she was still asking Nicole if I was asking about her for a few months afterwards. And it's all like, okay, that was handed to me on a silver platter, basically. That went a little bit too fast, and that went a little bit too fast. But granted, too fast in the way that it was just I don't know. I'm not judging her for moving fast. Dear God, I would never do that. I would never judge a woman for moving too fast. I would never judge because I move really fucking fast sometimes.
Right.
But it just went all the way through it, and you can tell, and maybe Miles could probably tell. You could just kind of tell that maybe they're a little bit more involved than you are comfortable with them being at that moment in the quote unquote relationship.
Listen, I'm with both of y'all in that front. If somebody is at a level that you're not at, that's one thing. I get that. However, I have seen this man here go through hell and high water for somebody doing the exact opposite of this. And then be like, I don't get why women is like this. And I'll be like, find people that fuck with you. And then he finds somebody that fucks with him, and he's like, shoo, get it away. I don't know.
Miles, when you say fuck with you in this way, was she fucking you with you in a way along the same lines as the friend was fucking with me? Like in the way that I was just like, it's a little bit too perfect. And if somebody's using the words perfect or coming on a little bit too strong after the first night or whatever, I mean, that just kind of sends off bells.
Kind of.
Oh, go ahead.
Like, so it was first night, and she was already talking about being in relationships and shit, and like,
That threw me off.
can't-
That threw me off. I'd already be looking for a way out.
Like there was signs there that made it so like I did not. It was just like you probably don't, and like again, the vibe that night was pure sexual. If I'm getting the vibe that is pure sexual, that's all I'm going to think about from then on. It's all I'm going to think you are is a smash out, and sure that's on me, but that's all it's gonna be. We didn't start our relationship friendship thing as a friend or like in a friendly way. It was purely sexual right away. And if I can't see myself just being with you without smashing you, I don't want to be with you.
You didn't even give her a chance.
But here's the other thing about this. In the same way that it's a neutral thing, friends with benefits can be a very much neutral thing. In that, with you, Jarrell, I don't think like me and Jarrell in the past, I would have, and Miles probably would have. We would go with the friends with benefits because we would have been about that. We were comfortable with that, and that's fine. You wouldn't go with friends with the benefits because you're not about that for reasons X, Y, and Z, which is also fine. But in both cases, it's all of us acknowledging our limits and what we will allow. Now, Miles here, like, again, I would only judge him harshly on this if he still kept on going, even if he was feeling uneasy about it. It's not a good or a bad thing. They discussed it and they let it be, and they have their own respective boundaries on it. So therefore, I was like, hey, you knew what you were going to accept and whatnot, and maybe that is incongruous with previous behaviors or what you will do in the future. But in that particular situation, I think he did right by her.
Also,
and him being honest,
I do want to state, just for a clarification's sake, I did not. It wasn't like first day she sucked my dick and then I immediately was just like, I only see us as friends. Get out. That's not what happened. It was this happened. I was just like, that's how I'm feeling about this. But I'm going to try to talk through this, talk to her more. I'm not gonna just dip out on her. So I talked to her more. She tried setting up a date, but it didn't work out. And she was trying to take me out, which was cool and interesting, but also it was strange. I never had someone that asked me out like that. So I need to feed you, and I'm like, I like that. Shut up, Jarrell. However, I could not get over the fact that my feelings towards her at that time was purely sexual. I didn't want to go out to eat. I wanted her just to come over to my place, smash out, and then leave. And I'm like, because I only want that, I don't want to go out with you. I know I can't do anything more because I want more, but I also don't want that more with you. So I let her know.
That's fine.
So I let her know.
That again, you did right at that front. I'm not tripping on you for that because you were very honest about how you felt and you didn't lead this woman on. We're agreement there. My only thing is that if she was a woman by a different name and did all of this, you'd be married today. And I had a vibe with that other woman,
and that's fine. It's not just a thing where circumstances are the only a part of it. The person has to be a part of that equation. If he doesn't feel it with this person, but he does feel it with that other person, even if they both do the exact same thing and the only difference is the person, that's fine too.
Right.
She lost.
But here's the thing: the person that he felt the vibe with, and I'm pretty sure we're both in the same mind length of who it was. The person that you felt the vibe with, they ain't feel the vibe with you.
That happens.
I know.
Right, that's what I'm saying though, and that's my whole thing. That's my whole thing right there. Is like I get it. It's a whole thing, person by person basis, or whatever the hell. But that's not a unique thing. If you say you want these things from one person, and then somebody gives you all those things, and then you throw that away, it's hard for me to be here and be like, they gave you everything. They gave you everything you asked for, and you still didn't want it. So obviously, you don't even want the things that you said you wanted.
All right, Jarrell. Now, I want to ask you a very serious question.
Let's go.
You can answer this 100% honestly and openly.
I answer all questions on this, though, 100%.
Yeah, honestly. No, but it's about
I've never lied to the people.
did I or
Mhm.
did I not confide in you
Mm-hmm.
off state or offline saying, I don't know what I want anymore?
Yes.
That
Yes.
was after this. That was after this situation. I
So this
said,
was
I don't know what
that
I want
situation was
anymore.
the tipping point in getting you there. Is
Yes.
it that long ago?
That was that long ago.
Yeah, just last year.
This situation we're talking about happened November-ish.
What? Oh wow,
Yep.
that's really been that long. Yeah. Okay. Fair.
Yeah,
This
and I
timeline is
told
not
you.
making sense.
Yep. And I was like, I don't know what I want anymore. And then once I figured out like what I kind of like, I still don't fully know, but I've got like a better idea. That's when this person comes in where you're like, you put in all this energy for someone that doesn't want you. And I'm like, well, I didn't know they didn't want me. I put myself out there as an option. And then they were like, LOL.
That's my only thing, bro. I as your friend and as somebody that wants to see you be great in this life, and somebody that's seen you now take strides in protecting your energy and protecting your time. I've seen you put work into people that don't want to put the same amount of work into you, and just to hear that somebody was just like, whatever you want, we can do, and then you be like, it just be like, bro, what the fuck, bro? Like, this is all for you, and you just don't want it. But go ahead.
Here's kind of the thing, and I'm going to treat this as giving y'all a little bit of a glimpse into y'all's future. Because you're what, 30 miles?
31.
31. Okay. And you're the same age, right?
I'm 21.
You're 29. Okay. Either way, y'all are closer to each other than I'm closer to y'all. I'm gonna be 40 in a couple years. From my own previous experience, it is good that Miles realizes that about himself. And yeah, sometimes it does take until you're around 30, 31 in order to realize that about yourself. And then you can turn that around then. Because here's the thing. I put Lori through a lot through our relationship. And there was a time around when I was Miles' age, 30, 31, to where things were pretty low, and it was me fucking it up. And I got extremely lucky. That I was able to salvage it because she didn't know me a fucking thing. She owed me nothing. But she still gave me that chance. And how I was before my fuck up was completely different after my fuck up. Or how I was after my fuck up was completely different from how I was before my fuck up. Which is kind of weird because that was within the space of a few months, but I came back to it with a completely changed outlook, and I am just still amazed at how different that I was after the fuck up and before the fuck up. Before the fuck up, I'm all like, no, fuck that guy. That guy's a fucking idiot. And then after the fuck up, I was like, this guy he knows what's up, and he loves everything that is getting out of this woman now. But that took, and I'm sorry, and I'm really sorry that it happened that way because, like she said, some men only learn the hard way, and I so wish that I didn't. All this good advice, and not good advice, but all these internal lessons that I have, that wasn't me just being smart and reading about it and internalizing it. That was me fucking up and realizing I'm the dude who learns by putting his hand on the stove rather than you telling me that it's hot. It was like, fuck you, I'm gonna find out on my own. So I do that. Some men are idiots. Yeah, some men are idiots. I was that idiot. I still am that idiot, obviously. I own it. What'd you say, Miles? I missed it.
I said something for Jarrell. Basically, I agree with you. I am also that way.
Yeah.
I don't listen very well, but I will touch the stove and be like, that's hot, even though someone was like, hey, that stove's hot. I'm like, is it?
But when somebody does come along that makes you do realize it, and it is so cliche and everything like that, but you do have to put in the work in yourself.
Say that part again, Chris. Say that part again.
You got to put in the work yourself. But here's the thing: here's one of the main things about people that I've learned and that I've seen, and no matter what has happened, I've always seen this saying played out correctly. People are going to do what they are going to do, what they want to do. You cannot stop them. They have to want it, and it is cliche. But the reason that it is cliche is because it's true. If you're not gonna change unless you want it to, but you have to find the right trigger to make you want it to. And Lori was that trigger. Lori was that trigger. And again, I got really lucky because if it was a reality that was more like the reality that a lot of people face, I would have just been a completely broken guy after that, and I wouldn't have had any chance with her. But I was able to recover. Who gets that fucking second chance? Who gets those second chances? Nobody gets those fucking second chances. But I got it, and I was able to capitalize it because I finally wanted it. But it had to happen because I fucked up. No, it didn't have to happen. It didn't have to happen at all. If I finally if I was it didn't have to happen, but it happened because that's just the kind of person that I am, and I'm sorry for that.
Real quick, Chris. Go ahead, finish up. I got some questions for you.
You can't stop people from doing what they want to do. So Miles knows that about himself, but there will come a time I am fully confident that there will be a trigger that comes along to where he will have that watershed moment. Sometimes it comes a little bit older than that. Like I said, I was 30, 31. And again, looking into y'all's future a little bit, if it's anything along the trajectory that I'm on, I'm really hoping that something does come along from Miles that will make him question it. And I do think that it already has. He's on his way because like what we said, sunk cost fallacy earlier, maybe if it was a few years ago or whatever, if he got into a mindset that was a losing mindset, he'd still be with his live-in girlfriend right now. But he's not. And it is a hard as hell thing to do in the middle of a pandemic when the person hasn't really done anything all that wrong, when it's really nobody's fault, but the vibe just isn't there anymore, when you're already entwined on a lease, when you're in the middle of a pandemic, when things are super difficult as hell, when you got bills to pay, to break out of that takes strength. That takes a lot of strength. And even though that he came out of that, with one less of a, without a partner, he's got something in himself that I know is going to set him up for whenever he does see it. He's going to be able to pull the trigger on that, and he's going to be able to hit it.
100% agree with you. 100% agree with you. Chris, I'm so happy we're having this conversation with you, man, because me and Miles have been going back and forth with this conversation pertaining to me, of me understanding that I'm at that point in my life where I'm like, all right, cool. There's some shit that I got to figure out before I can really start going forward. And Miles is one to keep telling me, hey, man, like, just shoot the shot. Like, it is what it is, and then see what it is. What's going from there. But I've been trying to, and he understands it, he gets it. Like, it's not him telling me to go crazy just to go crazy. Like, he's just like, hey, bro, you might as well just go do it. Like, you're there. But that's the same thing that I've been trying to explain. It's like, bro, wait, go ahead.
I just want to explain my side. I'm not just telling you just to go ahead and do it, just to do it. It is me saying that you, as you are now, are fantastic, great person. You deserve this, and I think you should you should go for it. You keep telling me you need to wait to do XYZ, and I'm like, you don't need XYZ because you, as you are good enough. You are the great Jarrell.
I appreciate that, brother. But if I like in the same breath though, if you think that I'm ready now, and I'm telling you, like, bro, I got some stuff to figure out. That's what I'm saying. Like, I agree with you. In my spirit and my ego, I'm like, I could probably go knock this down and say what I need to say, but that would only get me short-term success in what I'm trying to do. For long-term success, I need to set up my stability, my foundations. It's almost there, but I'm not all the way there yet. And that's what I was trying to explain is like, bro, like, I know what it's going to take for me to do these things. I know what it's going to take for me to be this guy that I think I can be. It's just, I'm not there yet. I know I'm not there yet. And it takes so much time to set up the foundation to do those things. And so I don't have to make a mistake while I'm trying to do the thing that I'm trying to do. So I can avoid that completely. because I know like I said, I've been through the fire. I know what it's like. I know how it go. I know what it is when you jump into something and you're not ready for it, or you jump into something and you're not prepared for if something random comes up. But I'm tired of being that guy. I think I can be better than that. I know I can be better than that. So it's time for me to start doing things to set up so that way I can be the guy that I know I can be. And again, I appreciate it, Miles. Like I get it, man. I get where you coming from. You right, dog. Like I am that nigga for real, for real. But also, even in me being that nigga, I gotta know when it's time to be aggressive and it's time to recoup, get my house in order, and then move forward with the new version of myself.
I wonder
Thank you, bro.
if it's a generational sort of thing because, like I said, all this sort of happened when I was Miles's age, and
Right.
he's kind of coming up on that now, and you're a few years younger, and you feel like you still got some work to go on that. But it also kind of seems like that you're almost there too, and it happens to be around the 30 sort of thing. There's like our parents for what? Having kids, marrying, starting families, buying houses when they were like 23,
21 and
24,
19.
25.
My mom was
And
19. My dad was 21 when they had me.
yeah,
Been married
that's
for
insane.
30 years.
God, can you imagine yourselves at 21 doing those? I mean, obviously I did, but look how that crashed and burned. But no, we're all
I
hitting
was
it on 30.
outside.
Mm-mm.
I was outside. I had to plan when I was growing up that I wanted to do all my wild shit in college, obviously, and I did it. But then after college, I wanted to be with someone by the age of 24. Like with someone, my person by the age of 24. Maybe not married by 24, but with my person by the age of 24. And then probably have kids around 26, 27. Because I wanted to be a younger dad. I wanted to be the dad that was always able to get up and go and play with my kids and not have to be an older dad. So like I had plans, and then I was outside at 22, I was outside at 23, and then 24 happened, and I found somebody that I thought was my person, fell in love with that chick. She ended up hurting me, and then I spent fucking 3 years recovering. And then I had to start the whole project all over in a different state. So,
were you still in college at 23?
No, I had a 2-year college.
Okay, you had a 2-year college. Okay, because yours was at 23. Mine was also at 23. The hurt, and I'm all like, there's just, I guess that's just one of the milestones you get out of college, and then you meet the real world, and the shit gets bad.
When you have your chick, Jarrell?
Since I was 16, but shit got hectic when I was 21. 21 is when shit started really getting hectic. Yeah, because I was 21 my first year of college when I went in, and that's when I was like, oh, the world is big outside. Like I can really go do this shit. I can really be out here. Then we stopped messing with each other for a minute. We got back together, started messing with each other again, and then that was the last time around 27. Yep, 26, 27 is when I was like, I'm better than this. It's time for me to go be better. Like, ooh, yeah, it was like right before the pandemic started. Yo,
I thought about that.
Just for my own clarity, what is the definition of outside in this context?
Having sex, being wild.
Okay.
Being wild, having sex with a bunch of people, basically.
Having sex.
Having premarital sex.
Shacking up.
Sinning, just
doing
living a life of sin. I thought about doing that after I broke up with my ex, and I did for a little bit, but like then I realized I'm just like that's a young man's game now. I'm not old, but I'm also not trying to do that anymore. Like
you're starting to see the differences.
Yeah, it's just like I don't want to do that. Sure, I still want to smash somebody, but like it's not like I just want to smash and then go away. I want to be like smash and then call you the next day and then be like, let's get let's make dinner together or some shit. I don't know.
No, I'm with you, G. My entire life, I wanted to be like in a stable, cool relationship, man. So like, that's why I'm serious about something. I'm serious about it. If I see potential in something, and now that I know the pitfalls and things that like, because I had to learn the hard way. Like, just because you love somebody, don't make a relationship work. You gotta be set. You gotta be set. You gotta have some shit ready to go. So even if you find somebody you want to fuck with, and they fuck with you, there's still plenty of things that y'all got to get through, or you personally have to get through, and before you can have a union with that person. And like, yeah, man,
Okay,
man.
so I got another question for you, Miles.
Yep.
These realizations and things that you're doing now, and just as an aside, just as your friend, when the breakup with your ex was coming on, I was actually really nervous because I was afraid you were gonna stay, and I was all like I was supporting it. Like I was supporting it because I want to make sure that you exhaust all your options before you pull that trigger. Because once you pull that trigger, 9 times out of 10, it's done. You're not going to get that back. But I mean, with the way that everything went, I was like, no, it seems like it's time to pull this trigger. So I hope he does, and he did. So I got to be honest with you, I was a little bit nervous that you weren't going to, because we have seen so many people stay in relationships they shouldn't have. But my question to you related on that is, with the person that you are now, is that the person that you were when we were at the height of working together? Is 2022 Miles the same as 2019 Miles?
No. I mean, I was, but I wasn't.
So there's been evolution since then?
There has been evolution throughout. Because like I said, around 24, 25, I experienced the worst hurt of my life. Like, I was in a depressive slump. I got fired from my job because of performance. I couldn't, I just would go into work and I would just do my day to day, but nothing was being done. I was just there. I was an empty husk at the time. So I made that rash decision to move to Texas. Literally, I think a year. I've been here for 6 years. I moved when I was 25. Yeah, I moved the next year. Didn't even think about it that way. Right? No, I didn't move to get a job. I just moved to get away. I didn't have a job when I moved here.
Why Texas?
My friend lived here.
Oh, okay.
I had visited for like a family vacation. My friend lived here, and she said I can stay with her. And I was like, a place to lay my head safely, I'll do it.
Okay. Yeah.
So I was recovering from hurt for a little bit, and I wasn't really trying to talk to people like that. And then I would want companionship, so I would talk to some, but when I met you, I was still not, I wouldn't say I was recovering then. I think at that point I was fully good and recovered. It was hard for me to meet new people then, meet new women. So you saw the side that was a bit frustrated because I couldn't find anyone to talk to, but also I did want a relationship.
Okay. And now it seems like you've gained more the ability and the inner strength in the years since then to really get yourself set up real good for the next part, for the next stage that you're about to enter.
Yes, and I think that's because I have gained relationship experience. That's something that I was lacking a lot. Jarrell got to experience it earlier in his life. I didn't until this. I went into that relationship thinking that I can do XYZ. I could handle XYZ. Then come to find out I couldn't handle XYZ. And when I would bring it up, I'm like, hey, I can't handle this. I thought I could. I couldn't. Nothing changed, so I had to get out. I thought I could take care of somebody and just me be the only working one, and me being the only one, or not being the only working one, but me handling all the bills and all this stuff. And I'm just nah, I can't do this. But it comes with experience, and I feel like I got that experience, and I feel not only that, but I believe in myself a lot more than what I did before. And I believe in myself because I know myself more.
Okay. Yeah, no, that's So you got all that. You got all your ducks in a row. You got the skills. You got the abilities. You ain't fighting naked now. You're fighting with your Batman suit and all the cool gears and gadgets, ready to fight me and Dajanique. Because we Batman. Villain.
I still have villainy in me, and I still do villainous shit. Because it's cold out here in the streets, and that's where I am.
So I guess the reason why I ask you that question is leading into this next thing, because it's already 9:50. We're not going to get to the VR stuff.
Oh no, I noticed that immediately. I was like, shit, we're not. But this is a good topic.
I know I mentioned it to you before, but I don't think you were there yet. But now I think you've experienced it for yourself. Like you said, see the whole going outside thing is a young man's game and everything, as you found out in the last few years, and that you're noticing the differences more. You are aging and maturing into it, and you're okay with not wanting the things that you had wanted before, and that's a oddly comforting feeling, isn't it? Because I remember when I was y'all's ages and younger. And whenever we talk to any of our younger friends or our younger former coworkers, whether at the place we worked at or at the place that I worked at before there, they were kind of, in the media and stories. They make such a big, because the demographic is 18 to 35. That's the good demographic that media wants. And they do so many stories about growing up and to them being lame, to the younger people being lame. But the thing that they never put in the stories that everybody finds out, or at least the people who should find out, because there are definitely a lot of still like 38, 40-year-old man children out there. When you do reach to that level of lame or next step in your life, you really don't fucking care, actually. You're actually okay with it. Like, I can't smash... I mean, I probably could if I put my mind to it, but I really shouldn't. I can't smash a whole, large Pizza Hut pizza like I could back in the day anymore. I can barely put away, genuinely good New York style pizza like more than 2 slices nowadays. So yeah, I'm not eating all that pizza no more, but you know what? I don't want to, and I'm fine with that. You lose. Yes, you're not doing the benders and everything anymore, but you lose your desire for that, and that's something that I don't think that media, movies, TV shows, like really put out there. They'd much rather scare the young 20-year-olds. One day you're going to grow up and you're going to be lame, and you're not going to want to party every night. And they never tell you the other half of that coin, and you're not going to want it. You're going to like where you're at then.
Yeah, they don't. Most of the stories is usually. Wow, my parents are lame, and then it's like that. Oh, my parents aren't lame. They used to do this. They just had to grow up, but they don't explain why. Yeah. That you don't want to do these. Like, it's not that like I got drunk on New Year's. Holy shit, I don't want to do that again. I do, because I still have fun. I enjoy drinking. It's one of my it's fun to me. But I also know I can't get that drunk anymore. And then in relationships, I learned what I want and don't want and what I'll take and not take. And I think that was my biggest takeaway, was finding out, honestly, it last year was a great fucking year for me. And I'm gonna blame / say that Jarrell was a big part of that. Talking to Jarrell every week helped me so fucking much, and I don't think he understands how much it helped.
Yeah. I mean, you my nigga, man, for real.
No, this time last year, not only was I in a relationship, but say 2 years this time, I was talking to women that didn't really want to talk to me, but they would answer. That's all they did. They would answer. They wouldn't talk to me. I was talking to women that didn't really want to talk to me. I was giving energy to a job that didn't really have a future. I was giving energy to people that didn't have a future. I was making, I was hanging out with people that didn't really benefit me at all. It was a lot of me not doing the right things. And for a 29-year-old, 30-year-old at the time, I should have known better, but I didn't, because we don't it's not talked about the transformation from being that like quirky 20-year-old that's drinking, partying, and doing all this shit to the adult version of you, at like the actual adult version of you. It's not really talked about. Especially with me, like I didn't have that like someone to talk to about that shit. And then Jarrell came along and we started talking about shit. And for his age, even though he's younger than me, Jarrell's wise as fuck. Dumb as fuck, but wise as fuck.
You couldn't just ride with the compliment, huh?
No, because you also look, you are wise as fuck, as you are the one that literally quoted the energy, apply energy to people that apply energy to you. And that I love that saying. But you're also the man that told me condoms don't work, so I can't fully fuck with you. I love you, but also you say shit like that.
Go, bro. Just stop being man.
Just stop being pussy, man. I know Jarrell will always tell me what is real and not what's convenient, and that's what I love.
Condoms do work, though.
Yeah, they do. Except I wish, like, remember, I don't know if you saw, it was a quote I put on Facebook. I was just like, I wish I had smart friends. It's because I was in an argument with two dumb motherfuckers that kept saying condoms don't work. Condoms don't work. If something worked 99% of the time, you ain't gonna say it works. And I'm like, no, it fucking works. Miles,
and then you had
if
all
you use
your
a condom,
friends.
you can still have a baby, so it doesn't work.
No.
Yeah, seatbelts ain't always gonna be ain't always gonna save your life either. But that's because of the fucking crash you were in. Even if seatbelts aren't 100% effective, you're still not gonna wear a seatbelt.
And that's all the point that I was making. If you smashing the right person, you don't really need condoms. That's why they don't work. Condoms are just there when you smash people you ain't got no business smashing. That's all I'm saying.
Seatbelts work and condoms work.
Yeah, they both work.
Listen, I'm telling everybody, wear a seatbelt, wear a condom, unless it's time to not wear a condom.
Wear a seatbelt, wear a condom at the same time.
Always.
Or soft with a seatbelt? That's aggressive.
That way, when she goes over to give some roadhead, she will see you were prepped.
Also, don't get head with the condom on.
Don't.
It's terrible.
Ever.
Also, I can't be an advocate for roadhead. I can't. Not because it isn't great, but because I know how dangerous it is.
How do you know
that? Because I was young and dumb, and I got roadhead before, and Jesus, it's not. Oh, it's so difficult. Because first off, it's either you're not gonna get good head, or you're not gonna be able to drive. Those are the only two options.
It's my time. We don't know the day. We don't know the hour. But if it's the hour of me getting roadhead,
1 month later, we are gathered here today to eulogize Jarrell Lamar Cunningham.
Holy fuck balls, yo.
And I quote, "When it's my time, it is my time."
Ain't shit I can do about it, man. But I'm gonna go out with a bang. Please believe, one way or another. I'm going out.
Well, I guess the final thing I probably have to say on that is I just kind of want to know, what is GBO2 Brawls?
Oh, that's the game that we play. That's the Gundam game that we play together.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we got Miles in. He's in our clan now, which is dope. And again, I hope he enjoys it. I hope he gets to a point where he's having fun with it as much as I did when I first started playing it, and then he gets to the point where I'm at now, where you want to be better than everybody, not because you want to be better than everybody because you have to be better than everybody because you want to win, and that's how you have to do it.
All right. So Chris, we already uninstalled it, I hear. I did not uninstall it. That would have been a dick move. Chris, thank you for coming on. I apologize we did not get to it even half the things that we had planned. We were supposed to talk about VRs and kind of just all of that, because that was it was an interesting topic that I wanted to talk about was VR and our future of how VR is expanding and being crazy, and you're really into that. So I wanted to talk about it, but we got into this deep
Next time
conversation.
we'll lead with the non-dating stuff. Because I bet you if we started with the VR, that would have been a 10-minute conversation, and we would have been over and done with.
It's fair. I don't know what it is about our show. It is whenever we talk about like dating or shit like that, goes off the rails real quick. Someone asked me today if we were gonna stay on topic. I was like, no.
We did though. We just didn't get to
I think that whole thing definitely falls under the umbrella of our friends with benefits topic.
For sure.
Finding out what you want, understanding what you want, explaining what you want. It's all, again, it all ties back to communication.
Too much communication.
Yeah.
Chris, you got anything you want to promote, Brody?
Yeah.
No.
Anything.
I
Our
promote playing Resident Evil 4 in VR.
Yes.
You talked that up enough to where I'm like, I probably need to be doing that now. Not even joking. Like
you need to gradually work up to it, because if we just put it on you and you just start immediately going at it, you're gonna get woozy as hell.
All right.
Yeah, you'll get woozy. Trust me.
I'm gonna figure it out.
I want to get a VR headset so bad, but I also refuse to get a cheap one because I don't want like a shitty one. I want a good one, but also paying that much for something is really hard for me to do.
Not a good time.
Yeah, so far I'm enjoying Oculus Quest 2. I mean, again, we're living. That means I'm participating in the dystopian hell that is the metaverse. But if we're all going there anyway, I might as well get my end out of it.
Look, Mark Zuckerberg has everything else. Might as well give him your brain.
I just wanted to you're right. Real quick, I just want to let everybody know that we are on Twitter. We have no tweets up as of right now, but if you go on Twitter, you can find us. It is at the real BOF pod. Come say hi to us, come tweet at us. We'll start getting into it a little bit more starting next week or the week after. And I really can't wait to really be on Twitter with you guys, because it's a wild world on there. Also, go ahead.
We are currently. I was just gonna do the TikTok and shit, but you already pulled it up. We are on TikTok. It'll be our clips as well. Our clips are up there. You can post them, share them, talk about them with your friends. I want to hear all the other shit and all the wild shit you guys do. So go ahead, share this YouTube, share this Facebook post. Go ahead, do all that shit. Subscribe to the channel if you are not subscribed. Thank you very much.
Love y'all.
Follow Facebook if you're not following there. Do I have anything else?
I don't know.
I don't think so.
All right, now
Y'all learning a lot of stuff now.
Yeah, we're trying to expand.
We're growing slowly but slowly. We're getting there. It's on me though.
I want a manager, not for someone to like actual manage us, but like I want a manager not for them to do all the work, but just for them to keep us like focused on shit, because it's hard to focus on all of this stuff sometimes.
You want to Paul
Not
Heyman?
gonna lie. What?
I just got a message from Dashanique. He was like, "Your silence is so loud. You got to turn that shit down." I got you.
I'm going to work on my Batman villain persona, so maybe. Yeah.
Chris, you gotta share some more of that shit with me, bro. I never would have thought about doing some villain and shit like that. So whatever, you got some old tricks to the trade, send them to me immediately, just so I have them. I'm probably not gonna use them, but
what tricks of the trade? What am I doing?
Just shit like the women only book groups, and then being like, I'm not gonna smash anybody, it's smashing somebody. That is genius, genuinely 10 out of 10. That is amazing.
Okay, yeah, I guess I'm gonna have me back on sooner rather than later if we're gonna reschedule the VR conversation.
Yo, we'll figure it out.
To reschedule.
We definitely will figure it out.
What?
I said we'll
No,
figure
I was
it
just
out.
saying.
We'll definitely figure it out.
We'll definitely need to have you back on. We can reschedule the VR conversation because it's one that I want to talk about. It's a scary, scary world out there.
Walker, you don't have to apologize for anything, you beautiful man. You
Yeah,
are
some of the
hilarious.
best things. Some of the best things about Letterkenny are Shorzy, and you know the Shorzy relationship with Don Udon tonight was pretty damn good.
Yeah,
Okay,
he's hilarious. I'm a fucking funny as hell.
All right.
We gotta get about it.
Yeah, we're getting out of here. All right. Thank you,
yeah.
everyone, for being here. Thank you,
Share the
Chris, for being
show.
our guest.
Share the show.
Share
the show.
everything. Yeah. Goodbye.
Love y'all.